thought I would show you a little bit about what I've been doing this morning in my garden. It's my birthday and the weather is absolutely stunning, 75 degrees. So anyway, this morning I planted a lot of basil that I'd started from seed in January. And yesterday at Home Depot I bought a pepper plant, so I put that in the ground for Michael, and it's supposed to be one of the hottest pepper plants ever. It's called Ghost Pepper if you're interested. My garden is doing super great, as you can tell. Over here, my roses have just taken off, and I'm giving credit to all the rain that we've had this year. So those are doing great. I have a nectarine tree that a friend of mine gave me, and it's going to produce quite a few fruit. And I have mint. It's taken over this whole bed. Big mistake. I should have never planted it in the ground. Mint is just like, it just doesn't ever stop. So I'm walking over here towards Dave's grapes. I call them Dave's grapes because he's the one who takes care of them. He's the one who planted them. He's the one who trims them. He trimmed a lot of the excess leaves off, and I fed them to the chickens, and you'd never know because there are so many left. I think this year we're finally going to get some grapes. Right here we have a couple of bunches, and right there we have some, and you can see right there. Most of these are coming off one central plant. We do have 3 along this fence, but this one seems to be the best one so far. In the wheelbarrow, which has moved because Amber thought there was voles underneath it, and so she sort of kept moving the wheelbarrow this way as she dug, I have potatoes. I just watered them down. They sort of looked kind of sad, but I think they'll perk up once the roots start soaking up the water. As you can see around here, I have a lot of poppies. Over here you can see there's California poppies pretty much spread throughout the whole yard. They're sort of wild. I let them go to seed and then they just spread and they show up in all different places. I pull up some of them because obviously they would just take over all of my garden beds. But they're very beautiful. Some of them are a little bit lighter colored. I plan to get some red poppy seeds one of these days and plant those because I really like the red ones. This is my onion bed. Some of them are going to seed now, and I tend to use some of the green as green onions, but they did quite well this winter. And so once the onions are done, I'll plant more items here. If you look over here, you can see tomato plants. I have collards, which I grow for the chickens. I don't personally eat that stuff, although it's supposed to be very healthy for you. And in this bed at the very beginning, I also have a lot of cucumbers because I love cucumbers in the summer. And finally, I wanted to show you some of my gorgeous flowers. It makes a really stunning entrance for people who come to visit. And these are pansies that I planted from some seeds that Paula Leao, or Brazilian Paula as we call it, gave us. And Michael kept wondering when they'd ever flower, and I said they take a long time. When you plant them from seed, it's like a 6-month process, if not longer. They're finally blooming and they'll look absolutely gorgeous. And these are the pansies, Little Johnny Jump Ups that I bought from the store. They're still doing strong, even though it's getting warmer weather. And of course, you know, the Elysium, which is beautiful and it spreads and it just has a very, very gentle but very sweet smell. And over here I have, I think it's like a pineapple sage. Beautiful flower. It grows probably 6 feet tall when it's finally done with beautiful purple flowers.